Getting started here with the R.O.B. Now, I wonder if R.O.B can exploit Lucina offstage. I think that might be certainly a win condition. Lucina known for having a pretty good, but not stellar offstage game. Usually pretty straightforward with their recovery routes. And R.O.B able to stay out there, cheese, throw gyros, lasers, all sorts of maddening stuff. But to do that, you have to get Lucina offstage. And both these characters extremely solid in the neutral. Lucina wanting to be a little bit up closer, a little bit better frame data on the moves. R.O.B, much bigger hitboxes, a few more, like, 2 projectiles, which is 2 more than Lucina. So maybe trying to keep a good mid-distance game going. Oh, look at that gyro conversion. You're never safe when that thing's on the field. SaSSy really just out here with these crazy conversions, actual character mastery. Back in the wrong way, but a neutral air will find it and get Lucina back off stage. Really good stuff. Keeping this Lucina disadvantage, it's been a while now. R.O.B a little bit far away from death percent just yet. But Lucina, definitely a couple more hits and it will be done. So now Lucina's got SaSSy off stage. This is really good stuff. You commentating? All right, Broken, hopping on commentary with me. Welcome. So this is game 1, relatively even on the first stock. Anyone's first stock here, and boom, Cisco's gonna find it. And right back firing. We have 2 stocks apiece, fresh, and it is an honest, even game.
If he gets one Sipey color, he's probably dead.
That's the thing. Lucina really does suffer off stage here, and I think R.O.B has been exploiting that ledge trapping and edge guarding really well.
SaSSy's known as like the fundies R.O.B in Austin, but he does like to cheese people every now and then.
I see a lot of cheese. That's a potent combination, fundies and cheese.
Oh, absolutely.
Really good gyro conversions. All right, Cisco firing back a bit, hoping to cheese with that up B, but
the problem is Lucina can't really kill R.O.B because most of her kills come from like edge guarding, and R.O.B can't exactly do edge guard, at least not very easily.
Yeah, R.O.B as one of the best characters off stage, infinite resources, projectiles, big hitboxes.
I mean, Cisco's probably going to try to do ledge trapping, I'm guessing, something like a back air and fall out.
Definitely, he's trying to find that meaty swing, and R.O.B's not going to go down much below 120, 130 here.
I mean, with the rage, he could find it with even the back of the save or something, as long as the DI is great.
Yeah, as long as Cisco can find this stock quickly before R.O.B finds it on them.
Neither of these characters have like amazing kill power at high percents. I mean, they both can cheese early, but I think whoever finds this stock fastest is going to have a big advantage.
It could be anyone's stock at the way they're playing. A lot of straight hits in neutral, but nothing really finding smart and boom, that up air will do it. All right.
It's a great nair. I mean, that covers the jump as well. There's really not much you can do in the corner against that, except for maybe roll.
Seen a couple of revenge kills here now, even percentages, but you know that R.O.B is going to have to get to a slightly higher percentage to die, so while it's even in percent, R.O.B does have the lead.
I mean, does R.O.B ever not have the lead?
That's a great question.
I feel like if you pick this character, you're kind of always in the lead.
There's always a new layer of cheese to the lasagna, dude.
Yeah. Those forgers at a shield are doing so much work for SaSSy. I mean, even though Cisco is spacing fairly well, it's pretty hard for him to attack a shield.
And, oh, a great tech is going to save SaSSy right there.
Oh, that was a great dash back F smash. They called up the dash grab.
Stealing what was otherwise a very, very easy game and stealing it out very confidently in that third stock. Now the question is, can SaSSy adapt? SaSSy is one of the more adaptation-heavy players that I've faced. I feel like game 1, you know, relatively even. You feel like, okay, it's an honest game. Then game 2, game 3, they're hitting you with stuff where you're like, okay, you know me.
Yeah, and I've seen SaSSy go to Smashville a bunch. Like, whenever I fight him, he always counterface to Smashville. I mean, I guess it's a smaller stage, so the easier he can get Lucina off stage. And definitely he has the favor of edge guarding her than she does for him. So see how this goes.
That's also interesting because I'd assume Lucina generally wants to be up a little bit closer while R.O.B fights at mid-range in this matchup. So let's see how that stage pick can affect this. Because I think it's kind of the opposite of what I would expect.
Yeah, I mean, might just be a comfort pick. I know a lot of players have their own stage that they get, like, even it's not a great for their character.
True.
SaSSy might just be a big fan of Smash.
Comfort really is one of the most important things in Ultimate. Even if it's a bad matchup character-wise, your comfort can swing it your way.
This might not be a very comfortable matchup for SaSSy because there's like at least, I'd say, 5 R.O.Bs in the Austin like any time, but I think he's probably the only Lucina here. So,
true.
Oh, but a missed tech, it looks like, from Cisco. Early lead for SaSSy.
And without this rage, probably a few more hits before Lucina's going to be able to find this kill.
And he can probably find with like a back air, but I think up he had a shield won't kill at least maybe, yeah, like 10-15%. And every one of these neutral interactions rack up matter a lot because the more R.O.B can live, the more rage he has, the more R.O.B stuff he can do.
Yeah, and the second stock could be gone before you know it. Not able to find any kind of meaty hit yet.
I mean, and a lot of the confirms will stop working. Like they might fail at side B and no upper combos anymore. So Cisco's going to need a stray hit, which is pretty hard against R.O.B considering he has such amazing frame data as well.
True. Oh, and there we go with the forward air edge guarding. Just taking out that first stock.
I think SaSSy needs to go for like higher recoveries because if he recovers high, Lucina can cover like the upper with juggles and stuff, but she can't really kill off the top much. So I think if he recovers high off stage, she'll be in probably a better position.
Yeah, that's a good point. See if SaSSy makes that adaptation. But right now, with the slight lead, it looks like SaSSy's really just looking to kill Lucina rather than not be killed.
Oh, that is such a good option on red.
One of the few side Bs we've seen this entire set, but very well placed.
Yeah. Might have been a misinput. I don't think the upper combos from the forward throw. But, I mean, down. Yeah, up throw. And once again, recovering high, Lucina can't really cover that much.
That's right. A lot of good up Bs out of shield to get off me, but maybe get a little bit too trigger happy here.
I mean, once
and
again,
maybe not.
It's not killing, right? So
and almost. Oh, wow. Really risky stuff. And you start to wonder, is that made out of desperation or strategy?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I think SaSSy should probably just stay on ledge, try to ledge trap, because even though he's getting edge guard sometimes, I mean, he needs to kill R.O.B like ASAP.
Yeah.
But he cannot afford to take any more percent at this point.
Yeah, this is getting pretty dire, especially in the triple digits now on their last stock. Cisco is really looking for this kill. They're going to need to find something and find it fast.
Once again, just being on ledge is so hard for Lucina against R.O.B. I mean, I don't really know what the option is here. Can't jump, can't go through gyro. Oh, a good up tilt though.
It feels like a guessing game where there's no right answer. There's just the least bad answer.
I mean, that's kind of how it is against R.O.B, especially in disadvantage. Like, the neutral is bearable, you know, with the sword and stuff, but...
Yep. That laser maybe eating the second jump. But wherever it was gone. And SaSSy closing that out. Really good adaptations made by SaSSy here. Maybe the comfort pick of the stage.
2-0. Yep.
Is it one
It's
right?
2-0.
1-1.
No, it's 2-0. SaSSy won game 1 and 2, right?
No. Cisco won game 1.
Wait. Oh, yes, yeah.
It's 1-1.
1-1.
I promise.
Yeah, I'm tripping. It's 1-1. It's 1-1.
Okay. Late at night, our brains all fried from playing Smash.
I mean, the R.O.B gameplay, it's hard to focus. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Staying Lucina. I know Cisco does have an Inkling, which is pretty good, but Inkling is, like, I think her worst match was R.O.B, so I doubt we'll see that.
That's an unexpected one, but...
She can't really deal with gyro much.
Alright, fair.
But nobody really can. It's kind of broken.
Disgusting move. Alright, gyro catching the landing.
Once again, I mean, SaSSy just getting so much off of the hit. And Cisco's only getting like, 30% at most from the combos, so just going to favor of him so far.
SaSSy's really focusing on this gyro work here, actually avoiding a few interactions in favor of just collecting that gyro again and spacing.
I mean, it definitely helps with things like ledge trapping as well. I like how he's not really trying to fight Lucina as much as you'd expect. I mean, he's going for things like gyro projectile-based attacks, which are helping him stay out of the range of the sword.
All right, that greedy recovery to stage will at least be grabbed and thrown back off. Now, a high recovery, much harder to punish, especially with that falling nair. Now, I've heard you just parry the nair and you win. Is this true, Coach?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
this is
true.
some propaganda. Everybody.
Dirty.
Oh my goodness. It's like if he doesn't space it, you maybe can punish it on parry. But even as Ken, I have a frame 5 out of shield option. You cannot parry that. It's up throw though.
Really with R.O.B nair, the thing is you have to meet it preemptively, and if you're unable to do that, just give up and reset.
I mean, I think Cisco needs to play a little bit less shield-based. I mean, the thing is, the problem is that SaSSy's doing a good mix of projectiles and falling with nair. So you don't know when you have to shield or when you have to try to bait it out and punish it. So it's real hard for Cisco right now.
Yeah, definitely a guessing game where R.O.B makes you guess first.
Oh, that chase barely misses.
So one thing I'm seeing from Cisco is a lot of these low edge guards trying to get the up B stage spike, but SaSSy's been recovering kind of outside of that range.
And even when he does get it, I don't think he's missed a tech.
That's right.
Off stage at least. So I think Cisco needs to try to do some more back airs, maybe a nair off stage, but the up B is just not good.
Definitely not the right win condition to keep going for. Maybe sit back and go for the ledge trapping.
Oh, good get up attack. I think it's super underutilized. I mean, I think get up attack is a great option because nobody really expects it. They always try to read a roll.
That or double jump aerial or something.
Yeah.
Oh, great tech right there. Now, Cisco will die to nearly anything right here.
I mean, I think SaSSy's probably looking for the grab again. Oh, but the nair actually takes it.
SaSSy's been pretty sparing at the grabs from what I've seen, actually.
He's he's definitely waiting for them at higher percents. At lower percents, he doesn't really grab much, which he doesn't really have to. But
Right.
it's a great need to get it covered.
Oh! Taking it decisively right there. 2-0 to SaSSy, up with the 2-stock now. SaSSy winning these more and more decisively each time, so you wonder, is that adaptation too strong? Can Cisco bring it back? What would you like to see out of Cisco?
I want to see it something other than PS2, because I know that makes for the best games, but maybe not against R.O.B. Good counter pick. I love this against R.O.B. I think on Battlefield, the main problem is that Cisco isn't getting enough damage out of each hit, and being with these platforms that are lower to the ground and closer together, Cisco can get some better combos than R.O.B. Definitely get some more ground at least.
All right, let's see if Cisco can make the most of it.
Staying Lucina for game 4. I like it. I think he can bring it back. I mean, he won game 1. It's definitely not impossible. He just needs to pick up the pace a little bit. I want to see some more nairs out of Cisco. He's trying to do more falling up airs and uppies out of shield and stuff, but I think he needs to maybe go in the aggression a little bit more.
I agree.
Great cover right there.
Oh, and almost breaking that shield there. R.O.B now opting for the aggressive options and no shielding, knowing that
That gyro is so scary off
just floats there. Pretty even game here. And
oh, the DI.
That move especially hard with the cross-up.
Even on Battlefield, the super high ceiling, it still kills at 80, which is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. Sometimes, you want to hold a certain direction and down, but it's 50-50, and it may just be better to hold down altogether.
Cisco's trying to go for these shield breaks, but I feel like SaSSy really isn't shielding much. I mean, he's either in the air or charging gyros, so.
It seems like Cisco's a bit lost.
Yeah. It's still Lucina, though. This character is top tier. Don't forget it. I mean, she's, not that played much, but absolutely crazy advantage state if you can get the juggles correctly.
Right. She's like Wolf in the sense, just like an honest, neutral-based top tier.
Yeah. It's good nair. The thing is, I mean, after game 1, SaSSy really hasn't been edge guarded much. I mean, I think game 1 he died, I think 2 times from edge guard, and since then, I think he's died once in the last 3 games. So if he can just keep staying alive off stage, lifting these higher percents, he probably has it in the bag. But a great string from Cisco.
Oh, that landing there is so powerful. Very little you can do about it. Catches a lot of people waiting.
Really good hover with the side B, which lets him stay long enough to uppy and evade the down air from R.O.B.
Barely missing the back air, and that's it. Laser, does that equal double jump? Nope, but that gyro does.
I mean, R.O.B's ledge jumping is just crazy. There really isn't any right option for him to choose. You just have to get lucky.
The way in which R.O.B can just kind of sit on stage casually and throw out projectiles at all sorts of crazy angles is truly disgusting.
Really good tech cover.
And the high recovery, Cisco unable to find an answer.
I think Cisco needs to get out there a little bit earlier. He's always a little bit too late to hit like a back air.
That'd be sending the wrong way.
Once again, Cisco just can't find the kill. There we go. Great nair from Cisco. It's relatively even now.
This is very doable. If Cisco can just play the way that they made that comeback, this is possibly a game 5. At this point, I think it's a lot of mental fortitude as well. After losing 2 games, being on your tournament stock.
Especially to R.O.B, I mean, it's just really tough. It feels like he never really outplays you. He gets so much more per hit.
Yep.
All right, I gotta go.
All right, and Broken is out. And Broken is back in, maybe. Never mind, Broken's back out.
Never mind, I'm back.
Hey, the double fake out. And just like that fake out kill screen.
Yeah.
Is this it? Oh, going for the hard read F smash, but that high recovery is not going to give it to him.
He gets mid-stage though. I mean, he could make the comeback. Lucina has some, I mean, that F smash is just so potent.
Yep. They're going to need to find something really... Oh man, I'm losing words right now. This is tense.
Oh, great spot dodge.
Oh, no!
Ah, he just missed the call up barely.
SaSSy patiently. Good set from both players. It's not the adaptation required.
Now we got to watch a